What is Agoric? Agoric is a modern public blockchain that allows to create smart contracts and decentralized applications safely and efficiently. The key feature that distinguishes Agoric from other projects is the ability to use one of the most popular programming languages, JavaScript, to build smart contracts. As a result, it becomes much easier for developers to integrate and move from Web 2 to Web 3, and significantly fewer errors happen. So, with the help of the network, the number of programmers in the crypto environment generally increases. Therefore, the project is promising and important for the entire industry. Agoric is a part of Cosmos ecosystem and is built on the proof-of-stake consensus algorithm. Moreover, Agoric uses the inter-blockchain protocol, which makes it possible to connect to any Cosmos chain and seamlessly exchange information and value. In turn, it opens the door to additional cross-chain liquidity and expands opportunities for trading and financing. Agoric has also developed its own smart contract platform called Zoe. The system is designed to speed up the development and reduce the risk associated with the use and creation of smart contracts. Zoe guarantees that all transactions on the chain will either be confirmed and closed, or users will receive all their assets back. This significantly distinguishes it from other platforms that don't have such protection. For example, on the Ethereum network, a user submits tokens to a smart contract as a part of a request. But if the contract isn't verified for any reason, the user has no way to return the assets. Zoe hasn't got such problems. Agoric was founded in 2018 and the first testnet was launched 1 year later. The transition to the mainnet occurred in 2021, at the same time with the public sale of the native BLD token on the coin list, where the team raised an additional $50 million of investments. The blockchain uses this cryptocurrency to maintain the network and to govern in a decentralized way. BLD holders can use their tokens in a staking mechanism that incentivizes the correct execution of transactions. In exchange for maintaining the network, users are rewarded with the additional BLD tokens. Staking can be considered an alternative to traditional mining. The general scheme of rewards is indicated in the tokenomics of the project. In fact, the amount of income depends on the number of coins and the interest rate. The best option to maintain the network, delegate tokens and store cryptocurrency in the most secure way is a run and own node. Now let's see how to do it step by step. For convenience, there is a text guide that contains all the necessary commands. You can find the link in the description. Computing power is necessary for a node run. It can be a personal device that works non-stop, or a more practical option, a remote server. There are a large number of hosting services, for example Hetzner, Contabo, DigitalOcean and others. The minimum hardware requirements are indicated on the screen. According to my own experience, these capacities are completely enough for stable operation. To connect and interact with the server, you can use the built-in console or third-party session managers, such as MobiXterm or Putty Launcher. I'm using the first one. Press Session, SSH, and enter the IP address of the remote server. Next, specify the login, standardly root. In the case of the first connection, the system will ask to enter a password. The server indicators are below, by which you can monitor the health of the device. Before raising the node, the server must be prepared. First, install Node.js. To do this, copy the command, right-click it, paste into the terminal, and wait for the download of all the necessary packages. Next, in the same way, load the package manager Yarn. After that, update the system with the following commands. When using the standard console, these things need to be entered by one line. In alternative session managers, you can copy and paste everything at once. During the download, press Enter twice. Next, load the Go programming language. Now we proceed directly to the installation of the node. To do this, create a Prisma C repository and clone the project packages from GitHub. The next step is to install Agoric JavaScript packages. It will take a couple of minutes. Now let's integrate support for the Agoric Cosmos SDK. After that, add a process manager Cosmovisor to the server. Create and configure all necessary repositories, add links, and install. Next, create a service that will help to run the node. It will work constantly, including when the terminal turned off. The following commands change the configuration of the node. If desired, the port can be changed to your custom one. After that, initialize the node. Instead of the node name, enter the name of your node. My testnet node has been initialized. Now it needs to sync with the network. You can start synchronization from Genesis block, but it's just a waste of time and effort. It's much easier to upload a snapshot of the network. There are a large number of them in the net, you can choose any. This guide contains our snapshot from Web3 coins. Download the Genesis and other book files. Next, add seeds to connect to the existing network. You can also use any working alternative if you want. Set the minimum gas price, a standard value is irrational. Also add custom ports. After that, load the entire blockchain from the snapshot. When the download is succeed, start AGD service. To understand if everything is working properly, check the sync status. If you get such an answer, and in the column catching up the value is true, everything is set correctly. Now we need to wait until the node catches up with the current state of the network. We can check manually with the previous command, but it's easier to use a script that automatically checks every 5 seconds. After a certain amount of time, depending on the capacity of the machine, the node will be synchronized. The value will change to false and the last line will be cut up. Also, we can check for ourselves. Look at the current block, and it corresponds to the network indicator in the Explorer. After that, you need to add keys. If you already have a cryptocurrency wallet in the Agoric network, enter the appropriate command, change the name of the key, and indicate your mnemonic phrase. If there is no key, create a new one with a neighboring command, and also edit the name. Come up with any password, just remember it. Moreover, be sure to write down this mnemonic phrase, which provides full access to the wallet. It must be kept in a safe place, out of reach of any stranger. I demonstrate it as it's just a test version. Above you can see the address of the wallet in the Agoric network. You can send cryptocurrency to this address from another wallet or from exchange for storing cryptocurrency or getting passive income. Additionally, we can find it in the Explorer. Surely it's empty, it has just been created. For demonstration, I have already transferred 2 BLD tokens to this wallet. Everything displays in the Explorer. If nothing is done with the cryptocurrency, it will be passively stored on the balance. However, the better option is staking. To become a validator and to stake by yourself, you need to enter the active set, which means you need to be in the top 100 nodes according to the balance. For this, you need a significant amount of tokens. At this moment, the minimum is more than 200,000 tokens, but in fact you need at least 3-4 times more. If you don't have such an enormous amount, there is no problem. Tokens can be delegated to another validator and it will also generate a stable income. Tokens remain on the wallet and at any time you can remove the delegation. They don't disappear anywhere, only the voice power passes to the validator for the duration of the delegation. For this, use the following command, which must be edited. Enter the address of the validator. The Web3 Coins team provides validator services and allows you to earn passively from 9 to 11% per year on BLD staking. Commissions are minimal. The guide contains the address of Web3 Coins validator, so you can use it. Also, enter the number of tokens that you will stake. The quantity must be written in UBLD value, which is 1 million part of BLD. For example, I stake 1.5 BLD, therefore I type 1.5 million UBLD. Next, enter the name of the previously created key. Press enter, confirm with the password, and that's all. The transaction is successful. Now you can copy the hash and look in the Explorer. Indeed, 1.5 BLD went to the Web3 Coins delegation and began to be used in the staking process, accordingly generating income. Thus, Agoric is a promising cryptocurrency project, important both for the Cosmos ecosystem and for the entire industry, which allows investors to receive a stable income from staking.